Before you give up on your relationship or stay for the wrong reasons, there's something I want you to hear. The relationship you have with other people always begins with the relationship you have with yourself. How you see yourself, how you talk to yourself, how you understand the way your experience is created moment to moment. And if you're struggling in your relationship right now, like if you're waking up with that heavy feeling in your chest thinking, is this it? Is this what we've become? I want you to take a breath with me, because before you make any big decisions, before you walk away or stay for the kids or convince yourself that it's fine, it's okay, I want to share a couple things with you from my own life and from what I've learned along the way. So let's start here. Before you make any rash decisions about your relationship, before you decide that this is all that there is, or that you'll just stay until the kids are old enough, before you settle for something that's not great or that's just okay, why don't you try? Just try to create something beautiful within yourself and with your partner. Something fun, something exciting. Isn't it worth it just to give it one more chance? And I say this because I believe something very deeply. We are all born with this natural desire for connection, for happiness, for peace within ourselves and with the people we love. I believe the most important relationship in your life is with the partner you choose to walk through life with. I mean, it's not going to be perfect. It's not going to be easy all of the time, but it can be a place where you grow, where you soften, where you learn, where you become a better version of yourself, if you let it. If you're just not happy in your relationship, believe me when I say things can change. It is possible to create something new and even better than you've ever experienced before. So many couples fight. I mean, they say mean things to one another, hurt each other, stop spending time nurturing the relationship, take each other for granted, think, well, we're married, we'll always be there. Or if this doesn't work, I'll find someone else. Or if they changed, everything would be better. I mean, I've thought these things too. I know what it's like to want someone else to be different so the relationship can feel easier. I know what it feels like to blame them, to hurt their feelings, to say things that I deeply regret. But something has shifted inside of me. I've seen things for myself that have improved my relationship with myself and with the people in my life that matter most to me. And today I just want to share a couple things. Something I've realized is that every human being has frailties, including me, including my partner, including you. I learned about compassion, and what I heard was that every human being has frailties, and we are all doing the best that we can in each moment with the thinking that we're having in that moment and with the state of mind that we are in that moment. Now, this really hit home for me, and it helps me to feel compassionate for others, even when they're saying or doing hurtful things. I can see that they are in a low mood. You know, maybe something's going on in their life that's making them feel sad or angry. And this helps me to feel differently towards them than I used to. I can even offer a hug or make them a cup of tea. Or I can walk away knowing that it really has nothing to do with me. I have learned, to be more and more compassionate and understanding toward others and toward myself. And something surprising is happening. I feel happier. I feel kinder. My relationships have gotten better. They've softened. They've brightened. I'm literally seeing people through new eyes. And that includes Dave, my husband. We've been together for 16 years now. And I can't tell you the last time we argued. We just don't. And our relationship keeps getting better and better. We laugh, we lean on each other, we disagree and respect each other's opinions. We figure out the tough times together, and we have a blast the rest of the time. You know the saying, you get what you give? It's actually true. And listen, I'm not telling you this from some perfect, wise mountaintop. I slip all the time. I'm not always kind. I say things I wish I hadn't. I react, I shut down, and then I have to go back and explain myself and apologize. Now I feel better again. I move on to creating. But here's the part that has changed my life. Practice. The more I do something, the more I show up honestly and humbly, the more love I get. And my baseline happiness keeps rising. My inner peace keeps stabilizing. I'm more lighthearted, more present, less caught in the past, less anxious about the future. I also want to share this with you. I've realized something over the years, and it surprised me because it was so simple and it's so true. Every single time I am suffering, every time I feel sad or worried or overwhelmed or blaming others, something's not going right or I'm feeling resentful, it's because I'm wishing something was different than it is. I'm arguing with reality. I'm fighting what's already happening. And that fight, that resistance, is where the pain comes from. Many people have spoken about this over the centuries. But about 6 years ago, I heard Byron Katie say, when you argue with reality, you lose, but only 100% of the time. And I felt it. Not in an intellectual way, but in a deeply personal way. Because I could suddenly see all the moments in my life when I was hurting, not because of the situation itself, but because of the story I was telling about how the situation should be. He shouldn't talk to me like that. I shouldn't have to deal with this. They should understand me. This shouldn't be happening. I should be further ahead. We should be happier. Every one of those thoughts is an argument with reality. It's a war in my own mind. And the moment I believe that thought, I suffer. Not because the relationship is doomed, not because I'm broken, not because the other person is terrible, but because I'm demanding that life be different than it is in this moment. And I'll tell you what shocked me most. When I'm not fighting reality, when I stop long enough to accept what is, my mind clears. That knot in my chest eases. Like I calm down and I suddenly know exactly what to do next. I've learned acceptance isn't agreement. It's just clarity. It's the pause that opens the door to wisdom. When I'm not insisting reality change first, something inside me, it changes. Like I get honest, I get humble, I get clear. And from that space, I respond differently. I listen differently. I love differently. I see differently. And sometimes the insight is gentle and very quiet. oh, this isn't about him. I'm tired. I'm scared. I'm overwhelmed. And sometimes the insight is stronger. I need a boundary here. I need to speak the truth. I need to apologize. Or I need to walk away from this conversation until I can come back with love. And before that moment, I'm just reacting from fear, from habit, from old wounds, from the belief that something or someone has to change for me to be okay. And you know what's been really interesting? When I accept reality instead of fighting it, reality becomes easier to change because I'm not tangled up in resistance anymore. I'm more grounded. I'm more present to the moment. I'm available to see what's actually possible. And you can try this right now. Think of something in your relationship that hurts. Something in a relationship with someone that's bothering you. And notice the story. This shouldn't be happening. They should treat me differently. I should feel more loved. It shouldn't be this hard. And feel how heavy those thoughts are. Then, just for a moment, let the argument drop. Just see what's actually true without the story. And in that tiny bit of space, something new becomes possible. And this is what fascinates me about the work I do. It never ends. We're always creating, whether we realize it or not. But now I see that I am the creator. And the question I ask myself often is, given the circumstances, what do I want to create? And I want you to hear this, like really hear it. If you want to create a beautiful relationship with your partner, you can. You can have someone in your corner, loving you, championing you, growing with you. It may not be too late. Your relationship may not be too far gone. You just haven't seen your own power yet. You may be working hard to love better and speak up, but sometimes those words, they still sting. Some looks still shut you down, and it's hard not to take it personally. But what if the hurt isn't about them at all? What if it's about something you've forgotten to heal? In this next video, you'll learn why certain moments, hurt, sting, and how to finally let them go. Thanks for being here today.